Hello?
Hello,
What's your name?
Andrés Bóveda,
So I want to know what company do you represent?
Consensus, and specifically working in Metamask.
I want to know a little bit about Metamask's vision for the coming 5 years now.
I think Metamask is really focused on becoming this enablement platform. Right now, many people associate it with a tool to interact with Web3 and as a wallet. But I think that the vision is to build an enablement platform, both for developers and for end users. So making it much more extensible, making it more of a place where people can fulfill their Web3 and their builder personas, if you will. So
What do you think are some of the great features that MetaMask offers to its end customers?
yeah, then not only end customers, but also to the developer community. I think we provide a lot of support for them to use in their development and proposition. For end users, it's also accessible across devices. It's a great starting point for your Web3 adventures. As I said, it's ubiquitous. And I think that sets MetaMask apart. It's a trusted brand in that it's your partner when you onboard onto decentralization and Web3 and these kind of primitives. And I think the future is precisely that. It's figuring out how we can make this evolve from the great tool that it is today into an enablement platform that can cater to the needs of even wider audiences.
So what sets you apart as a wallet from the rest of the competitors?
Yeah, I think that MetaMask aims to be extensible. It wants to become this platform where developers can create compelling propositions to onboard more users. On the user end, we aim to provide more and more easier access to Web3 primitives so that users can fulfill their Web3 journeys and onboard into Web3, in a seamless way and integrate with as much tools and platforms that they want.
As a company, what are your goals for the coming 5 years' time?
One of my biggest obsessions is figuring out ways to make MetaMask resonate deeper with the audience and really feel that it has evolved into an enablement platform and not just a transactional tool.
That's already something that sets you apart, I should say.
Hopefully that's
interesting.
because of the different kind of narratives we develop, the different products that we're developing as well, MetaMask Portfolio, MetaMask Learn, our SDK for developers as well. So, really trying to take into consideration all of those key audiences of the ecosystem and trying to serve them as best as we can with compelling product propositions.
What's your expectations from the event?
Yeah, just to connect with enthusiasts from the space and people who are doing the best they can to keep pushing, the frontiers of Web3.
What's your definition of Web3? I really wonder.
Value exchange in a peer-to-peer, decentralized and digital way. For me, Web3 is the next frontier of new marketplaces and new economies and new ways to trade and exchange digital value. And as I said before, for the first time in history, we're able to do that in a decentralized, peer-to-peer, scalable and global way. So
why is that so many people are against this topic? They're kind of saying that it's not stable, there is a lot of scam. We've heard all kinds of feedback regarding Web3. What's your perspective on this?
Well, people believe what people hear. And, we need to probably do a better job of controlling the narratives and pushing the benefits of Web3 to the forefront of the agenda and trying to avoid those kind of headlines taking all the protagonism because that's what Web3 is not about. It has been some of the problems that we had to face in the sector, in the space, but yeah, I'm confident that with time, as with every new technology, people will see past these downfalls and really into the future and the potential that this tech holds. I think for now, one of the best things that we can do is keep pushing education.
Education.
And not telling, but showing. I think that there's a lot of value in really showing people what Web3 is about. And that's up to us to create better user experiences, better onboarding paths, better delightful tools and applications for people to interact with Web3 primitives. So that will come. I have no doubt about that. But it's still hard to push the narrative that we want to push through, that this is about technology and not about speculation. So in that sense, I think, being able to talk about tech crypto instead of money crypto is one of the things that we need to do better and focus on to create compelling narratives.
That's interesting. You just mentioned tech crypto, and I think that's where you guys have to do a lot of work so people can get to learn about it, right?
Yeah. Crypto and Web3 is enablement, is expanding the horizons of what the new digital economy can aspire to. It's not about getting rich. And I think people need to understand that technology, and that's our responsibility to keep pushing that.
If you had a time machine and could go back in time, what kind of crypto would you have bought? Would you acquire?
It all goes, and of course here everyone's thinking about the financial gains, but I think that's precisely the narratives that we have to avoid. I think that I would like to support protocols and networks that really enable users to tap into uncharted territories of decentralization, of growth, of new markets, new economies, basically any platform where people can build on and create amazing things.
So do you see Bitcoin becoming a widely accepted form of payment anytime in the coming future?
Yes.
All-time favorite crypto is?
I think the Ethereum is the most exciting in terms of...
Why Ethereum? Because we have heard loads of people saying Ethereum.
Well, because the community that it has been able to consolidate, and because it has that spirit of constant iteration and people building and trying to do great stuff, and not everything works, and then build again and then scale it, and everyone figuring out how they can interpret the network to build great stuff. I don't know if that makes sense. It's kind of, Ethereum is the extension of who you are.
So what's your final message to all the people who are watching you right now regarding the Web3 content?
Learn about it.
That's it. Thank you. Thank you for your time. Thank you so much.